So my arm is in a bad position, so that's fine, right? I can't bring it back because ultimately I want to pummel and create my frames. But if I'm on this side, it's okay. For Ghost, my right hand needs to be on the other side of his hip. So how do I get there? I want to use my cross face by getting my feet to my butt, bridging, cross facing, and then bringing my right arm underneath to the other side. So bridge here. And then once my hips fall, I have to already start moving. My left hand is going to cup the armpit or tricep. My right hand is going to push. Now the reason why Ghost Escape doesn't work is because your head stays in the same spot here. And so even if he has good cross face, right, your head's going to get stuck. So you have to turn your head away from your partner so your head can slip out. So once, here we'll start from the beginning. So here I bridge, underhook, catch, then my head turns, and I come up to my knees. Right? So I'm continuing to use that grip that I have on my left hand to pull across almost like an arm drag. And then my right hand goes to chin strap, and then from here you can choose how you want to either attack the neck, you can block, go to the back, you have a lot of different options. So again, left hand is being trapped because he's probably going to go for armbar. Right hand is on the hip. I'm going to cross face. So if I just cross face on his neck, when he resists, I won't be able to push him. I have to go higher here because now I'm cross facing and it's going to turn his neck a little bit. So feet close to my butt, bridge, arm, catch, turn, come up to my knees, and then make sure your elbow is tight to your body because you don't want his elbow close to his body because then he has better control. Here, and then chin strap, you can even go for your head in the hole, circle, pop up, and then go to the back. One more. You can grip, Brian. Okay, so cross face, bridge, underhook, catch, all, and then chin strap. Whenever you have the chin strap, if his head is vertical, it's going to be easier for him to do like a sit out. I want to make sure that I'm pulling his head to the side so he won't be able to move or slide my arm by. Okay? Any questions? In position to Ghost and Darcy. So when you're in this position, right? So remember, not here. This is better to get more push, underhook. But as I drop and I go, this arm ends up freeing up. So when this frees up and I start spinning, I can pass my left arm to the opposite side of her head, and I'm going to grab the back of her neck. And I'm going to stay on my back. Then my right hand is going to cup. I'm going to shoot and then lock. So here, I'm going to cup the back of the head, I shoot, and then I slide this one over, I lock, and then I hug her back. And then you can just finish from here by driving your chest up, tilting, and then squeezing and finishing. So obviously I won't be able to just pass my arm now because she knows, but as I start this, now my arm becomes weak and loose, so I can catch and pass. Cup, shoot, drive through, and get it nice and tight. One more. I know that some people, when they do this, they might put it early. They might bridge across, they might pass their arm early. The only problem is once I'm here, you'll see that she can drop her head to the ground and then start going for head and arm choke. So you have to either have your timing on point or wait until you start to fall a little bit and then cup, head, shoot, and then lock. You don't need to come up to finish, you can just finish on your back. Okay, any questions? So if she ends up switching her hips this way, right? It's easier for me to pummel my arms on the inside. She's still gonna get pressure onto me, right? Just remember that when you're framing, you don't wanna be flat on your back, you wanna be tilted a little bit, and you don't wanna push on the armpit because she could pummel underneath my arm easily and then start smashing me. So make sure that you're closer to the elbow, the inside of the elbow and the lower part of the bicep, and you're tilting here. So even when she starts pressuring in, I still feel fine, right? I'm on my side, and my left foot is being planted like a post. Then my left hand is gonna go right into the deep of the elbow. And when I sit up, I don't wanna just come up here to my elbow. I wanna bring my elbow back and then start sitting up. So now I'm on my side, on my elbow, and I'm framing. So even if she gives me all her weight, I still feel fine. So now from here, we're gonna recover. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my right foot, I'm gonna thread it through, come up to my knee. At this point, she's gonna start pressuring in, and go right to either triangle, I can go to open guard, closed guard, whatever the case is. So she's switching her hips, right? And I'm pummeling, getting onto my side and going onto the elbow, right? Framing, up, elbow. Then I thread my right foot through, get to my knee, and if she starts coming up, I go right to my guard, open guard, closed guard, or any kind of option from there. If this is too much cross face to begin with, you can always go with the shoulder and then start to pull this back a little bit, so then when she switches, there's a little bit more space for me to pummel my arms in. Here. Up, elbow, in, right back. Okay? So this is a review from last night. Any questions? Alright, same setup. Side control, she switches her base, right? On the inside. But once I'm here, she knows what I'm going to do, so she brings that left arm over the top, and then she switches her base to the opposite side, right? That's exactly what will happen, and now I'm pinned. So in transition, when that happens, right? I want to make sure that when she brings that arm over, it's almost like Heisman. I'm going to track the elbow. I'm going to use the momentum, push, come up to my elbow, and then I'll snake out, snake, and then recover with the grip. All right? It's a real fast transition. So she switches her base, boom. When she goes, I snake and then I recover. I have to use the momentum of her switching her base for me to just come up to that elbow, and then I'm just snaking out, maybe twice, and then facing rim. So switch base, here, right? When she goes over, right, my left hand comes back, my right hand goes onto the elbow, then I come up to my elbow and I snake out, and then I recover, right? One more time. Switch in, right? So when she goes, my hand just makes a palm. So when she switches her hand over, I'm just tracking the elbow. Coming up, snaking out, and recovering. Try not to chase the back. A couple of guys are doing this in training, they're chasing the back because it looked like it was exposed, and then they're just getting flattened out back to side controls. All right, the scramble is pretty nasty. All right, any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3.